Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of February 2nd through the 8th. And during that time, we'll have a waxing crescent moon, which is a time of heightened senses. Just a really good time to execute things and buckle down and get to work. We will have a first quarter moon on February 6th. And first quarters can be a day where you kind of feel impulsive and impatient. You really can't buckle down. So keep that in mind. You just may need to make an adjustment in your plans. But the next day, we move into the waxing gibbous energy, which is even just a better time to buckle down and get to work. So keep that information, ready for your week as it comes up. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter this week. So of course, keep that in mind and take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, Leo, your overall energy for this reading: meditate and contemplate. All right, let's see what the Leo Collective has going on this week. As I'm shuffling the tarot cards, I'd like to remind you to keep a spiritual journal. Sometimes we don't recognize the patterns that are evolving in our life when it comes to our spiritual experiences. And I found that it's just a really good practice to keep a journal of those things, different things that you learn, if you're having synchronicities, numbers that you may be encountering or dreams that you're having. But keep track of those. It's a really good way to look back later on kind of those emerging patterns that are happening. And that could be really important and helpful to you in the future. So just my fun reminder for the week. All right, Leo, February 2nd through the 8th, meditate and contemplate. Let's see what Leos have going on this week. Your overall energy. All right, looks like you're sitting in kind of an area of grief or sadness. Maybe something's come up that's causing you to have this time to meditate and contemplate things, and maybe not the happiest event. So that happens, and we all go through it. So definitely feeling for you there. Let's see what your current situation is. The Ace of Swords. So this could have been something someone said to you, that's kind of knocked you a little bit off balance, kind of knocked some of your cups over there, that you're just kind of kicking the dirt and just not feeling your most confident. So, and it also, maybe it wasn't words that someone said to you, but maybe it's words that you're saying to yourself. This could definitely be, just feeling, something, maybe some negative self-talk that you're doing that's kind of a false thing. Maybe that's you're bucking your own confidence. You're just something kind of negative self-talk that you're doing to yourself to kind of put you in this condition. We will continue to see what the tarot says. At the root of your situation is the devil. So yeah, this is a card of like false truths, low confidence, false fears, kind of fear of success. So is there something going on inside that's making you kind of question things that make up who you are? That's kind of chipping away at your own confidence. So keep that in mind. What your recent past here is, yeah, you're coming out of a place of feeling that you were kind of enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're feeling pretty good about things. So I don't know what has caused this. Again, this could be something someone said to you, some sort of messaging that came in, or it could just be a little bit of self-talk. But anytime we do encounter negative things, whether it's through another person or through ourselves, it is definitely the devil at work. This is chipping away at who you think you are, and your confidence. So keep that in mind, as you move through this. And if you're in this area where you're really meditating, contemplating, it might be changes that you're thinking about making, and maybe it is about confidence. Can I do this thing? Can I move forward in this way? So don't let the devil get to you, is what I'm trying to say. Is try to self-talk yourself in a more positive way to get yourself out of that, to get through a period of self-doubt. And maybe you're just nitpicking at something that doesn't need to be nitpicked at. So again, you have to feel things and go through them, and kind of do that inner searching, sometimes that's just an alchemy thing that you're going to do where if it's a self-confidence thing, really take the time to go back in time and think, when is the first time I ever felt this? Because that's typically the root, excuse me, of future patterns that we all set up. So go do take the time to meditate and go within and ask yourself, when's the first time I felt this? And if sometimes if you work that out, if it's an earlier period in your life, you'll find that it does kind of help you move forward, through the situation now, but also in the future. What's on your mind this week is, yeah, one final push on something. So let me grab some coffee here. Also, anytime I have a frog in my throat, I feel like I need to tell you to speak up. So, there may be something that you do need to speak up, out loud about to other people around you. Also, just speaking up to yourself. So, what's on your mind this week is this one final push. This is a 10. This is an ending. This is, a push to get through something. And it could be the self-doubt, that maybe you're just trying to overcome this hurdle of letting this devil get into your head a little bit. And you need to push through that, definitely. What's just ahead of you is the tower. So this is moving you to a disruption. And maybe this is some intuitive thing that you're kind of picking up on, that you can feel this coming. And it looks like you do have some sort of disruption this week. And whether it's brought on by you, someone else, there is something going on. There's something going on with, a final push to something, and kind of coming out of thinking, well, I thought we were good. I thought everything was going great, whether this is a project or whether this is work or relationship. But it seems like there's something's coming in to cause you to be a little bit sad, and all of a sudden here comes this disruption. So um yeah, let's see what your advice card is. Your advice is the Sun card. So this tells me that you do need to try to be positive. This is self-talk. This is, affirmations, telling yourself, I got this. It's good. We all go through things. We all go through disruptions. Don't kick yourself around about it. Try to find the light in the situation. I know it's really hard when you're in the middle of something. We all go through things that are disruptions, and, it feels like the end of the world. But a lot of times you look back on it and you think, I'm so glad that horrible thing happened, because I wouldn't be here if that thing, so life has a way of kind of throwing those curveballs at us. And, this card in your advice position is telling me, try to just really maintain your positivity through it, self-talk your way in a positive way through this disruption. What's beyond your control this week is some judgment. So, this could be coming from, again, this could be someone else, words that were said, or this could just be coming from you. So, tarot's a template. I like to say that all the time, because this could be in so many situations, this kind of template. Are you judging yourself for something? Is someone else judging you? And that's beyond your control this week. But again, those positive thoughts, those positive self affirmations, just kind of reminding yourself, nurturing yourself, and letting yourself know that, yeah, I'm good enough. And it's all going to be fine. It's all going to work out. What your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the Magician. So that's very interesting. So, you know, the Magician is the awareness to really ask yourself how to manage the situation. Which one of these tools will you choose? Will you choose, money? Will you choose your emotions? Will you choose your words, or will you choose your passion? And the Magician, much like the devil, asking you, here's the devil questioning you and making you question yourself. And here's the Magician also looking directly at you and asking, how do you want to how do you want to proceed? Now, this is also in the position that it's in. Only you can answer that. Is it your secret desire to really make the right choices, when it comes to how to proceed, or are you trying to avoid making any choices? So only you can answer when the card is in that position. What is your final outcome? Just like your overall message, rest and meditation. I maybe this doesn't wrap up this week. Maybe this is something you're confronted this confronted with this week, but it's something that's going to continue. It's something that's going to kind of be there. But that's your that's your overall outcome, is to really think about it, to go within, um, take time to really just think about the entire situation, what's going on, and exactly how you want to deal with it. So again, meditate, contemplate, think about it. Don't let the devil get at you. And if you're trying to avoid that magician, and you may not need to make a decision about it this week, but it's there, and it's there asking you, how do you want, and that's something you should be asking yourself, is how do I want to proceed in this? Is this something you can throw money at and fix? Is this something, that you need to deal with on an emotional level? Is this something about something that you're engaged with that's a passion of yours? Or is it something in the way that you speak to yourself or speak to others? What's being hidden from you this week is the truth. So here's our justice card. And yeah, like I said, I don't see this as something wrapping up this week. And I find with the Leo collective that it takes the Leo collective a while to go through and process things. I see Leos as our, very confident, but also they tend to be very stoic and very deep thinkers. So this truth is hidden from you. This may not fully come to you this week, and that's okay. That's okay. And it's your tendency as a Leo to kind of mull things over for a long period of time until you really come to a decision. So it seems like that's where you are. You're kind of in this meditation and contemplation phase, and that's okay. You can stay there. Your final outcome card here: embrace your power. Yeah. So here we are back at the magician and again at the devil, which I think are even more important than whatever this disruption is for you this week. And this is about, your inner treatment of yourself, on both fronts. How do you deal with things? How do you manage things when things aren't going as you want them to? And you're trying to get this final push. You're trying to just get through this, but take the time, embrace your power, meditate, contemplate. Again, you may not resolve this week. This may be something that's going to be ongoing for you, because that's what Leos tend to do. So take your time and go ahead and go within, and maybe next week things will look a little bit better for you, or you'll find that truth. You'll find that resolution to this. So Leo, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time here with me today. I hope there was something that you can take away and use this week. Again, it's not I don't think it resolves this week. I think you're going to kind of be going through it. It might take you a couple of weeks to really, get through this, or even longer. This could be something that that comes up to the forefront for a while, and then you put it on the back burner, and then it comes up again. So, not all problems are a quick fix, and nothing, not everything resolves in a few days. So keep that in mind as you're going through this week. I hope there was something that you can take away and use. If you're comfortable sharing, letting me know what you're going through, of course, please drop me a message and let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions or anything. I do love to get that sort of feedback. Also, I do post every week, so come back next week and we'll see if this continues to evolve, or if there's some totally new energy here for you next week. So again, thank you so much. If you do like my reading style, please like and subscribe. It helps my channel and it helps you find me next time. So thank you so much for joining me, Leo, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.